Roadwarden. Then again, I find my tastes tend to be weirdly scattered about the place. Okay. Roadwarden. We admire the serenity of the forest, the silence in which it enshrouds us. Everyone knows to stay away from the wilderness. Most people would never risk a lonely journey. Road wardens are not only accept the struggle, they embrace it. They deliver messages, assist merchants, burn human corpses, and if possible, get rid of the beasts and highwaymen. They live on the road, die young, or retire early. It's a dangerous job, but a respectable one, and it pays well. I leave the safe city walls. Ooh, this is a fucking text-based adventure. Hold on. Let me move my... I need to reorganize how I do my stuff, because I need to get my webcam and my webcam support in one box so I can move it all together at once. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do that now before I fucking forget, because I will forget, and, you know, dumb me will not remember. Nope. Okay, well, I mean, it works. It's all grouped together now. Hold on. The webcam, there we go. There you go. And we'll move Bongo Cat down. No, you're going too far down, Bongo. Oh, good lord. Oh, good god. Come, Bongo Cat, stop. Stop going down. You done, Bongo? Okay, there we go. That looks like it fits. There we go. The wall is still standing. There are no wolves. Hold on. Let me go ahead and lower the volume slightly. Got Gilhair Mep 33. I dubbed thee a squire. Welcome to the Table Knights army. Hermit. I'm gonna call you Hermit if that's okay. Alright. The wall is standing. There are no wolves around, no stench of blood. Good signs. This should be the place you're looking for. You were supposed to meet with a group of soldiers, but you hear no voices, no sounds or labor. The gate is ajar, welcomingly so, but the camp doesn't look safe. It may keep away the goblins and pebblers, but not beast folk nor trolls. And the night is near. You hear the exhausted breath of your palfrey. What's a palfrey? Bestiary. Oh. Is that okay? Pebblers. Okay, so there's a lot of like different things. That's cool. Thank you very much for the hydrate. All right. If anyone's there, I want them to see I'm not afraid. I get off the horse and briskly enter the camp. When your heavy boots touch the ground, you realize how tired you are after an entire day of riding. Tomorrow, your back and legs are going to hurt. All you want now is an inn with a free table, a decent chair, a nice mug of beer, and some warm stew. Perhaps another time. With any luck, your axe won't be needed here. I approach the gate, ready to walk in. If it's a military camp, it doesn't look the part. Much of the space is wasted and there are barely any tents. No soul puts the firewood to use. 2 people are sitting at the table, tired and disheartened. They're looking in different directions without paying attention to one another. One of them is holding a cup. I walk toward them. You don't try to move quietly, yet it takes them a few breaths to even glance in your direction. The person closer to you raises his hand and gently waves to you. His hair and beard are messy, and there are bags under his eyes. His shirt is simple and dirty, though his high boots look expensive, durable. A mace with a head covered in iron hangs at his side, but he doesn't reach for it. He smiles slightly. I take a look at the second soul. Just like you, she's wearing a gambeson, which in her case wasn't tailored for a female figure, as if she took it off a corpse. Her head is shaven, a common method of treating flesh-eating bugs. She looks at you with a gentle smile, though her absent eyes make her appear drained. They look like people left on duty for far too long. You could believe that they are soldiers. I let them speak first. It's nice to see an unarmed traveler in this godforsaken shithole. Makes me just a tiny bit hopeful. The bearded man's voice is strong yet timid. You'll be staying the night with us, I guess. We're soldiers, he and I, adds the armored woman. Just a moment ago she seemed half asleep, but now she sounds soothingly calm, tranquil. We'll do our best to keep the camp safe, but if you take the first watch, it would be a huge help. Travelers ought to help each other, wouldn't you say? If they're not lying, these are the people you're looking for, though there should be more of them. An entire squad. Sure, leave it to me. Fantastic, she rubs her hands together. I don't remember the last time I had more than a half a night of sleep. The hours before midnight should be the calmest. Just wake us up if anything happens. The man flashes you a wide smile. It's easy to wake us up. Just yell. He drinks from his mug. Try to find out what their lieutenant is. You wonder how to phrase your question. Be supportive and cordial. Friendly. Be supportive and cordial. I was hoping to meet with your lieutenant. Could we talk for a bit? Use a joke or witty comment. I'm sure you're busy, so if you could just introduce me to your lieutenant. Distanced. Hide your emotions. I'm looking for your lieutenant. Intimidating. I want to speak with someone who isn't going to waste my time. Vulnerable. I've had a long journey. I need to have a word with your lieutenant. Okay. These people seem like they'd respond to either someone who's vulnerable because they're also suffering or someone who's friendly. I'm gonna go with friendly. I was hoping to meet with your lieutenant. Could we talk for a bit? The woman sighs exaggeratedly, stands up, dusts off her gambeson, and she steps towards you, relaxed. You most definitely can, you and I. Though holding this rank is still somewhat new to me. There is a sword at her side, but she doesn't pay much attention to it. Are you the messenger? Did you lose your mount? She observes you with curiosity. Or are you looking for help? I'm your new road warden. My horse is waiting outside. Really? The soldier in the shirt leans forward. Well, that explains how you got here in one piece all by yourself. But you better bring your beast here, adds the lieutenant. We don't have any hay, but I bet it dreams of getting released from its saddle. She thinks for a couple of breaths. I'm Tulia, by the way. She reaches out her hand, the polite handshake. I shake her hand. How do you want people to call you? Gedwin. The lieutenant's hand is strong, like a manual laborer's. Her grasp is confident, the shake is slight. Just keep your horse away from the tents. She steps away. You don't need the smell of its dung. Ah, there is one issue. The soldier in the shirt also rises to his feet. We don't have a tent to spare. If you don't carry one, you'll have to use a blanket or something. That's fine, I'm used to sleeping under the stars. You turn away and leave through the gate. Yeah, this is pretty interesting. Your mount nervously looks around and snorts to show its discomfort. Hello, OAG. That's the old angry gasm. We're gonna give you the big shouty now, my dude. There you go, buddy.
Yeah, I think right about here looks good. How are you doing, Mayu?
Even though you're used to spending time with palfreys, it's an impressively large creature, not only higher than you, but also massive, wide, as heavy as it is strong. No worries, OAG. I love you. Mwah. Marshmallows to you, oldie. You can get in the saddle with just a couple of quick movements, but most people wouldn't even know where to begin. From every side, it looks like an impregnable barrier of flesh. Horses are not a common sight in the Dragonwoods. They were brought here from the conquests in the south and can't survive in the forests by themselves. They can run for a long time, but not fast enough to escape all the local monsters. Lucky I like marshmallows calling me oldie. But it's a disciplined beast, trained by the experts since it was a foal. It can keep it together. It's my only companion. I want it to feel at ease. I do want it to feel at ease. It's my buddy. He's my friend. Once you show up, it takes a few steps towards you. It snorts again, rebukingly. It doesn't like to be left behind, even for such a short time. You scratch the bottom of its neck with strength and confidence, just the way it likes. People avoid referring to their palfreys and pets as either he, she, or they. Animals are seen as monsters in disguise. Getting emotionally attached to them is believed to lead humans to their doom. But you know that horses are different. They want companionship. They want to be taken care of. Sure, it's difficult to tame them, but at least they aren't aggressive as wolves. You honestly don't understand how someone can reject the friendship of such a beautiful creature. The lore in this world is weird. Animals are basically seen as monsters in disguise. It's such a weird way to look at the world. You end up next to the campfire. Removing the saddle alone makes the horse nicker with relief. You can take a couple of minutes to examine its back just in case. While the riding equipment is not that heavy for such a strong animal, with enough time it starts to chafe. You wish it had something better to eat than this shabby grass. You should look for an inn. I need to unpack my belongings and check if everything is safe. The person has never been around actual horses. Why do you say that? Specifically. Let's see. Ooh. I get to pick my class. You haven't packed that many things, fewer than you'd wish for, and you lost one of the sacks while fleeing crimson corpse eaters. Worst of all, you have no rope left. But maybe the soldiers could share one. Shouldn't cost more than a dragon bone. Aside from the travel equipment, you own a few valuable possessions, ones that are essential for your trade. So we're a fighter. I spent my savings on decent combat equipment. I have a fine gambeson, an axe made of steel, and a reliable crossbow with quarrels. A mage. I have a talisman that helps me use my powers, as well as an iron axe and a worn gambeson. Or scholar. I carry writing instruments and alchemical ingredients, as well as an iron axe and a worn gambeson. I want to learn more about the three classes. Why don't you tell me? As a fighter, you'll have an easier time in physical challenges thanks to your superior equipment and hidden bonuses during dice rolls. You'll be physically more capable than the other classes, which opens unique opportunities during some social interactions. Since you won't need to spend much money on new weapons during your journey, it's the best class for RPG beginners. The fighter's weakness is their reliance on physical strength. Your special abilities won't be available to you if your vitality drops to 0. The mage uses Pneuma, a versatile but limited pool of energy that can be used to cast a few humble spells. Magic won't protect you better than a sharp axe, but as a mage, you'll be able to heal faster while resting, detect magic in mysterious areas, distract a beast with a simple trick, and find a common tongue with other magic users. Using the mage's powers too freely will result in having no pneuma left when you need it. The scholar will know more about the world's mysteries than you, helping you take advantage of unusual situations. This class will help you impress the locals with your character's knowledge, and you'll be able to read the sparse written clues without anyone's assistance. Scholars struggle with combat more than the other classes, but with enough carefulness and exploration, you'll gain access to alchemical mixtures that will help you escape many dangers. I kind of want to go with the mage here, because it seems like a good mix between the two. You unpack and inspect your belongings. Your water skin isn't pierced, the spare clothes are still there, and just in case, you take a look at your wooden bowl and mug, your cape, tinderbox, bandages, food rations, a knife, nothing too special or cumbersome. From time to time, your routine helps you avoid mistakes, but this doesn't make it any more exciting. Open your inventory to see your possessions. Travel set, magic amulets, merchandise. Okay. They're at the table again, observing you and quietly talking to each other. Without trying to hide it, your stomach growls as you see them eating out of wooden bowls. One more bowl was put at a previously unused end of the table, as well as a wooden log that is meant to be used as a stool. I thank them for the meal, but don't want to eat with them. I sit down and ask Tulia what she can tell me about this place. She completely ignored me. I sit down and speak to Tulia. I'm gonna join them. It's a cold gruel, a common meal during times of hardship. You've eaten it more times than you can count. The specific bowl is filled with water, hog millet, some strange-looking cereal, and blueberries. You enjoy the blueberries and only them. A meal of the poor, a part of you thinks. But you know better than that. To welcome you with something to eat, even with a humble dish like this, is a kind gesture. Something soldiers live for and with their companions, constantly on the move from one part of the realm to another, making sacrifices to protect their group as they face dozens of hideous creatures. Their lives are filled with discipline, hardship, and camaraderie. Road wardens, on the other hand, learn how to work by themselves. They seldom engage in open combat, patrolling the same roads for years. They help the settlement stay in touch, but also maintain commerce, settle down, forge friendships. They usually follow their own judgment. Different responsibilities, different lifestyles. Keeping your stomach full will make you stronger. Starvation won't allow you to restore vitality while resting. Okay. I eat quickly, not focusing on the taste. After that, I speak with Tulia. She's focused and carefully chooses her words. Whenever she pauses to gather her thoughts, she glances at something in the distance. But for most of your conversation, she doesn't avoid eye contact. I'm afraid I can't tell you less than... I can tell you less than I would like to and less than I should. She nods towards the other soldier. As you can see, there's not a lot of us left. At the beginning of summer, there were 8 of us, including our previous lieutenant. 5 are dead and 1 has run away in tears. We're also strangers in this land. Adds her companion. Any piece of information may help me do my job. The man leans forward, his legs nervously shake. He sounds enthusiastic, like a kid who's asking a bard to sing one more story, tell a joke, or do a magic trick. Whatever it takes to escape from boredom. You realize his untrimmed beard hides a much younger face than you had originally thought. What did the officials tell you when they sent you here? I expect not that much. No souls govern these lands. I share what I consider to be relevant. You tell the soldiers how little guidance you received. Since this area is too far away from Hovelan to keep it under control, you were warned that it's untamed and unknown. Who knows how many villages, bandits, or monsters may be found in these hills and forests. There are no maps that could help you, and you've just found the last military squad that was sent here. From time to time, new people come here to look for boundless opportunity. Most of them never return. Did they turn into walking corpses or find what they're looking for? No soul could tell me, so I was looking for your guidance. I'm going to go through about 3 more of these, and then I'll save and switch the demo. I like it, though. I mean, I love, good stories, and this seems interesting enough. It's got me hooked with a couple of, like, the weird things that they've said. Very wordy game so far. I mean, it's a text adventure, so yeah, it would be. The lieutenant drinks from her cup and crosses her legs, ankle on knee. Seeing her chair makes you doubt she'll be able to find a comfortable position. So, go ahead. Where should we start? Well, let's see. Peninsula, Roadwarden, and the Rope. I need to know what happened to the previous Roadwarden. Any ideas? Julia frowns and then takes a deep breath. Aren't you a bit late for a rescue mission? We haven't heard from them for almost half a year. The soldiers speak a bit between themselves, trying to get their story straight. But killer explanation makes much more sense now. Yeah. They confirm that they've met him several times, but he was only willing to speak with the previous lieutenant. He then used the camp once or twice as a shelter and stopped showing up at all in the early summer. The bearded soldier grabs a wooden leg and starts to sculpt it with a knife, without looking at you. I don't remember his voice. He wasn't looking for friendships, always busy drowning in things to take care of. He would sit somewhere, sharpen his sword, fix the mail, clean clothes, write notes on his wax tablet of his, and then leave it dawn. And like us, Asterion never gets bored. Tulia lets out a joyless chuckle. He's a secretive man when he needs to be, but some of the locals speak about him warmly, I guess. He just doesn't like us. Sounds like you're not sure if he's dead or not. If anyone knows, they won't tell us. Maybe someone keeps him in the basement. The man sculpts with a passion. I doubt he's alive. We haven't seen him or his lizard. No idea where he could have gone. Something already ate him, most likely. I mean, the officials have already hired you, right? I don't expect him to return. Richer road wardens often use four-legged meat-eating saurians as their mounts. Ooh, they have to be tamed and trained since they're hatching, but unlike horses, can easily defend themselves from many monsters. On the other hand, they enjoy attacking nearby targets a bit too much. At least your palfrey is fast and reliable and won't suddenly sink its teeth into an innocent passerby. Okie doke. I'm gonna save here, and gonna go ahead and quit. But that's really cool. I like it.